we're able to make some shots on the other end.
It all came together in that first 24 minutes. Tyson, thanks for the time, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again. At the offensive end of the floor, it's been a very intelligent display. We're hitting our shots because we're only taking smart shots, and that's the way we want to do it. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed, but somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
And now, your Sun Dancers.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the threes, they just drop for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
And now, your Sun Dancers.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the 76ers. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And checking out Toronto, they're much further down in the standings right now.
And for the Raptors, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
You're so right. Some of the league's better teams can overcome a bumpy start and make a big push, but this team, not one of them.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Toronto right now, Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Powell is out there with Lowry, and it's Carroll in at the small forward position. Toronto working the ball around now. He dishes it to Valanciunas. They get a hand on it. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Phoenix ball.
And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. 4th, Kyle Lowry.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position, and that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
I agree. Their vision, their unselfishness, the connection they have with their teammates. It really adds up to a real wealth of understanding of what to do out there, and it makes them a special group.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
There's Freak. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's a 9-point Suns lead.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Bledsoe against Lowry. It's hauled in by Warren.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Freak. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Let's find out what's sports.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear.
Some changes for Phoenix. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Len. Henry Sims comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And Freak subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Raptors also changing it up. Biyombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for David Lee. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. Joseph, Chandler with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. The Suns making a switch here. Warren's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Damari Carroll's checked in for Ross. Shot clock at 5. Feeds to Joseph to stop the run. Rebound by the Suns. Chandler's got his 3rd rebound tonight. In the corner, it's Freak. Another 3 for Phoenix.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Patterson setting the pick for Joseph. Patterson, the screen. And Joseph kicks to Patterson. Can't hit. And Phoenix will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Raptors trail by 12. Powell, the pass to Joseph. Patterson, the screen. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the 3-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
The Raptors have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Free throw, no good for Joseph.
And what a game for Joseph. 13 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
The Suns have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
The pass to Carroll. Here's Biyombo. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Phoenix. Bismack Biyombo.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And Biyombo drops them both. 23 seconds left in the third. Pass to Chandler. He kicks it to Sims. Back to Chandler. Knocks it loose. Over in the corner, Warren. He feeds it to Freak. From outside the arc. No good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Suns on top as they wrap up the 3rd quarter on a 15-4 run. And we'll be back right after this. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th.
One day I got struck by knowledge of self, creating super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorant.
Suns leading by 11. Freak in a 2-guard. Len out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's Warren, and it's Bledsoe in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And that one's good. Len's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Suns. Raptors shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here is Lowry. There's a screen. Five on the clock. The feed to Valanciunas. The jump hook. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists here tonight. The Suns shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Lowry's got 19 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Out left to the wing. Here's Freak. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Toronto working the ball around now. And Carroll gets it to go.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Booker, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And then for Toronto, Lee's checked in for Biyombo. And it's Ross in for Damari Carroll. Lowry kicks to Lee. Screened by Valanciunas. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Bledsoe kicks to Freak. Stolen away. Outside Lowry. Tipped away. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. He has 29 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Inside, here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Powell's got 19 points.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Back to Bledsoe, to the wing right side. Tledovic's shot is good. And the Suns lead by 12.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Lowry kicks to Powell. And that one's good. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Freak kicks to Booker. Dishes it to Tledovich. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. No good on the 3.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible... shot.
And that one's good.